Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel, and here's the latest headline from crypto media outlet U Today. Jed McCaleb dumps 28.6 million XRP after 25-day pause. And I made a video where part of what I covered was the fact that Jed McCaleb, co-founder of Ripple, who now runs Stellar, of course, had not sold any XRP since, I think it was December 23rd, so right after the filing, what happened with the SEC going after Ripple. And so with him being a co-founder of Ripple, it seemed pretty clear to me that he was a bit concerned about the implications of what he what he had been selling over the past X number of years, and what that might look like, or what might happen if, God forbid, he ended up in court or something like that. What would it look like if, after he knew that there was this filing of the SEC versus Ripple, he still continued to sell? So clearly, he was concerned, and he had. I think it's reasonable to speculate he must have been getting all sorts of legal advice on that front. And so I mentioned it a couple days ago in a video. I was like, yeah, that's what we know to this point. And then it's the very next day he sells more XRP. I was like, oh, okay. So, whatever you think about Jed selling XRP, and I personally just don't care because it's such a low percentage of volume, I know it's not suppressing price, as proved by the fact that he was selling all sorts of XRP when XRP went from 20-something cents up to almost $4. Like, to me, it's a non-issue. Somebody else making a bunch of money doesn't hurt me. I don't care. As long as they're not wrecking the future of XRP, which he's not, I don't care. But for him, I would think that since he has indeed resumed the selling here, he must be rather confident that any sort of legal implications of doing so are not of actual concern to him. So go Jed. But into the piece here now. Researcher Leonidas has shared that Ripple founder and its first chief technology officer, who is no longer with the company, Jed McCaleb, has resumed selling his XRP stash and sold 28.6 million XRP from his taco stand crypto wallet, which is the best name for a crypto wallet. Selling it from my taco stand. This totals $8.8 million at the current XRP rate. And so, according to a tweet by Leonidas, January 18th, Jed McCaleb sold 28.6 million XRP coins. That was his first sale after a 25-day pause. On December 23rd, according to data from analytics website BitHomp, McCaleb sold 11, I'm just rounding the number here, 11 million XRP and then went quiet. And by the way, it was interesting because in the days leading up to that, there are all sorts of days, like day after day after day, he was just selling XRP, like just multiple days in a row. And so Leonidas assumed that the reason for this break was the SEC lawsuit against Ripple and two of its CEOs, past and present, Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larsen, the latter of whom co-founded Ripple Labs together with Jed McCaleb in 2012 when it was known as OpenCoin. Now, isn't it kind of curious, though, that they went after Chris Larsen and Brad Garlinghouse, but not Jed McCaleb? I mean, Jed McCaleb is a co-founder, and I mean, he did the same thing. I just don't get it. I guess they want to stay as laser focused to the people that are working at Ripple as possible. And okay, if they only have so many resources to go after so many individuals, maybe that was a consideration. I'm not sure. But it outside of something like that, to me, it just doesn't make any damn bit of sense here. And so Jed McCaleb still has quite a bit of XRP, and he can only sell so much. He reached a settlement agreement with Ripple, the company. And so only so much can be dispersed. It has to be a certain percentage of volume, which is very low. And currently, according to this article, Jed McCaleb has 3.4 billion XRP left. That's still like a crazy amount here. And then from this, this is a piece from Crypto News Flash on the same topic. And it was interesting in this, they cited that McCaleb nets $400 million for selling XRP just in the year 2020. And so, look, whatever you think of that, I'll just say XRP wouldn't exist without him. It was his idea. He was an early Bitcoiner that just wanted to make a better version of Bitcoin, and he sure did it with the help of David Schwartz and Arthur Britta, but it was his idea. So I just think, like, despite all the crap that's happened with the SEC over the last month, like, I would certainly say that my life has been greatly enhanced because of all of this. Because even though it's not the reason I jumped into crypto, it's the first crypto I found where I was like, oh my God, I get it. You know, there's utility here. Like crypto, it was my aha moment. I was like, crypto is going to be here forever. And it's so exciting to be here now with this alt season. If I hadn't come across a crypto early on where I was like, this makes sense to me, I don't know that I would have been involved in any sort of notable way. I just would have gone on with life, doing, Matt stuff. I wouldn't even be Moonlambo, right? And so, and then just to think that I would miss out on all the excitement this year with this crazy alt season that inevitably is going to hit here, and just all of the monetary potential. It would have, and so like I think about it in terms of that and how my life has been changed for the better as a result of this, and I'm just like, let him have his. It's fine, and because it's not just me. There's so many people's lives who have been improved because this exists now, and so I don't know. I tend to take the stance that if you do something that is revolutionary and improves people's lives and it makes you rich, cool. Awesome. You probably deserve that. You've impacted so many people's lives. And so even though there's a falling out with, the other staff at Ripple in terms of directionally where they wanted to take the company, and then there was a falling out. Okay, fine. Despite that, I don't care. Now he's running Stellar and he's running things the way he wants to. Like I just have no beef with that whatsoever. I want to talk also, speaking of crazy altcoin and crypto price action in general, how about this headline from Cointelegraph? Hedge fund predicts $115,000 Bitcoin price and the fall of speculative altcoins. You kind of got to wonder, is that even high enough at this point? Because I'll show you in a second, too. There's all sorts of people out there that based on the quick run-up in Bitcoin price, so early in the cycle, the market cycle here, compared to what they're expecting, that they're like revising where they think this market's going to top out for this particular market cycle before things crash back down probably another 80 to 90%, which I believe will happen. But anyway, check this out. New data from Pantera Capital, an investment firm and hedge fund, suggests that Bitcoin's current price action is closely following the stock-to-flow model's trajectory, and the firm's analysts believe Bitcoin will reach $115,000 by August 1st. Bitcoin's parabolic rally may have placed the price a bit ahead of the model's projection, and this week's 28% correction sent temporary shivers across the market, but sharp corrections and short consolidation periods are characteristic of bull markets. The model focuses on the price impact of Bitcoin halving events that cut the amount of Bitcoin minted every block in half every 4 years. According to the model, the impact of decreasing Bitcoin supply becomes present roughly 6 months after each halving. When Bitcoin price halved on May 11th, 2020, the price was around $8,000, and 6 months later, Bitcoin was trading above $15,000. And on the verge of entering a parabolic rally to a new all-time high. Now, the chart above shows the progress of Bitcoin's price in the days after each halving. A similar pattern developed over the past two halvings, just with a differing time span. The current Bitcoin performance appears to be in between the 2012 market and 2016 cycles, which has the potential to lead to a price of Bitcoin between $300,000 and $400,000 around 450 days after the last halving, or roughly August 4th, which would be something. Look, to me, if Bitcoin is truly going to be here forever, it's inevitable. Like, how would it not end up ultimately having in a market cap at least equivalent to gold? If it's truly here to stay, and if it's priced this high already, with like 1% of humans on the planet having ever had any exposure to the crypto asset class, if you can do it with that few humans, what's going to happen when more humans jump in and the big money really starts pouring in? Because there's not that much Bitcoin on the market. And I do think still, most of the cryptocurrencies on the planet, they're going to go away. And they're decentralized. It's not like they're just going to literally be taken out. But, it's when they get delisted from cryptocurrency exchanges, which is what will happen as volume starts to dwindle, that's a death blow, basically. And so that's how I think most of these coins ultimately will go the way of the dodo, my favorite extinct avian creature. But then I have this little subheading, signs of a maturing market. Another significant difference between this rally and 2017 has to do with the overall market composition and where value is located. A majority of the value of the current market is consolidated in Bitcoin and Ether, as institutional investors have thus far chosen the most established chains to gain exposure to the cryptocurrency sector. Andy Yi, public policy director for Visa in Greater China, pointed to this development in a tweet response to Pantera's report and said, quote, "This rally is different. Massive shift from high speculative, non-functioning tokens in 2017 to Bitcoin and Ethereum today, according to Pantera Capital." In my humble opinion, I think it might be too soon to say something like that. Because what's happening is how I was actually expecting this cycle to proceed, because it's what's happened in the past. Money flows into Bitcoin, it leads the market first, and then it goes into Ethereum, and then Ethereum kicks it off for the altcoins, and then it goes into other large cap coins, and then money cycles out of that after they pump into mid cap coins, and then after they pump, then it cycles into low cap coins, and there is no indication that's not going to happen this time. So I don't know. I just find the market's always maturing, but that aspect of it, it doesn't look to me like it's going to be any different. I think that it's going to be like 2017. For those of you that were there, like, you could invest in 2017 in any crypto, and if you want to know if it would go up or not, well, the answer is just yes, because it's a cryptocurrency and a bull run. Like, it literally, you could not lose money until the bubble popped, obviously. But everything, you just buy anything, and eventually it was just going to run. That's exactly what happened, and I think it's going to look a lot like that again this year. Maybe there'll be some little fine details that are a little different. I don't know, but in a general sense, humans are going to behave like that, and there's going to be so many more new people jumping in. Like, humans have the same DNA, and there's still the frenzy around here, and there's not a great idea of which cryptocurrencies, some of them maybe, but in a general sense, which cryptocurrencies deserve to have staying power, because there's over 7,000 of them. So I don't think that I particularly agree with that. And so it'll be exciting. Like, I am really looking forward to seeing what happens in 2021. I'm purchasing all sorts of crypto myself, and I'm still long-term bullish for XRP. I think that we'll get a settlement, and then I think XRP is really going to run. That's my suspicion. And even without that clarity, I'm certainly not ruling out the opportunity for XRP to rally, even if it slips a bit in terms of market cap position in the short term, because it just trades sideways for so long anyway historically. But then when it goes, it really goes. And I think it would be irrational to have the position that XRP is not going to move in tandem with the rest of the market. It's just every other coin, even all the S-word coins, all the crap coins out there, they're going to run up. But not XRP, which today is like, what, number 5 in market cap? That one's not. I don't buy it. I just don't buy it. I think that people are going to be ridiculously irresponsible with their money. They're going to speculate on all sorts of crap, and they're going to chase green candles, even if that green candle is XRP. That's what I believe. So a lot more money is going to be flown into the space. I'm optimistic. I'm going to hold. I'm not going to get shaken out. That's my stance. Excuse me. And then there was this. From Willy Woo, chart analyst, who has a crazy following, 236,400 followers on Twitter, tweeted out the following: $100,000 price targets too low. Upward bendy motion detected on top cap model. Now on track for $200,000 minimum. And so look, if Bitcoin really does hit that, and that's the minimum for this market cycle, well, altcoins are going to rally much harder than what most people have been anticipating if Bitcoin's going to go for that kind of a rocket ride. Because that's not what people have been saying they expect over the last few years, by and large. You can always find somebody with a crazy prediction, something like that, but maybe it's not so crazy now. I don't know. I'm just not really sure. That's why I keep saying, like, I'm in a great mood. Like, I think things are going to get clear up with XRP. I've been articulating why a lot in recent videos in particular. And we're here at the beginning of some crazy price activity. This is fantastic. This is fun. You know, like this is a lot better than most of the last 3 years, where we've just been in a bear market, and that's been the vast majority of my experience in crypto, is just losing money. So this is much better. I like this. But I'll go ahead and wrap up there. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.